What's going on YouTube? ProfessorOaksAide here, welcome you back to another episode of our Pokemon Origin Platinum Nuzlocke Let's Play. So before we do anything else this episode, we're going to kick things off by having a look at just exactly who we have on the squad at the moment. So, currently sitting out front we have PSI the Alakazam, holding the Mind Plate and knows Psybeam, Shockwave, Reflect and Recover. Next up we have Shell Shock, our Torterra, who knows Cut, Earthquake, Bite and Razor Leaf. Following him is Edison, our Luxray, who knows Thunderfang, Bite, Charge and Spark. Next up we have Glinda, our Staravia, who knows Close Combat, Fly, Quick Attack and Steel Wing. Following her is Gamora, our Pupitar, who knows Payback, Dark Pulse, Rock Slide and Thrash. And finally, rounding out the squad is our newest member, Lucky, the Dragonair, who knows Dragon Rage, Dragon Rush, Surf and Aqua Tail. So I'm going to be switching Lucky out front. We're going to be trying to grind her up to around about level 40. We're going to try and get everybody up to level 40, to be honest. But we are going to be fighting absolutely everybody that we find this episode. So a Golbat and a Graveler, they're both going down. We're getting as much XP as we possibly can. So let's see, what should we go for? Let's go for a Surf. That should do a decent amount. Although this might take the Graveler out by itself. It actually doesn't, so that's fine. This Surf will take out that Graveler. And will do a decent amount of damage to the Golbat as well. It won't do too much damage to his Lucario, so that's fine. So down goes the Graveler. How much do we get? 631 XP. Goes for the Confuse Ray onto Lucario. That's fine. As long as it's not onto Lucky, that's all that we care about. His Lucario can hit itself all it likes. Let's go for a Dragon Rush here into the Golbat. Lucario does hurt itself, unfortunately, but we connect to the Dragon Rush, and that should be enough to take it down. Oh, it's just short of taking it down. Air Cutter hits us both, I believe. Yep. Did a bit more to me than I'd have liked it to, but that's fine. We're just going to finish things up here with a quick Dragon Rage. If Lucario doesn't... No, Lucario doesn't manage to push through the confusion, so our Dragon Rage here will take down that Golbat and earn us that little bit of XP that we need. So 757, so that actually gave us more than the Graveler. It does give us just enough to push us up to level 36. So if you didn't watch the last episode, we already have had our encounter for the Aide Island. It was a Onix and Lucario knocked it out. We got it down to low health and then Lucario just decided to force palm it whilst I was trying to capture it. Rather annoyingly. So we don't get another encounter, but we can deal with that. Sableye and Onix. Okay, so Lucario and Lucky come out. I'll deal with the Sableye afterwards, but I'm going to take down the Onix as soon as possible with an Aqua Tail if I can connect. If this Force Palm doesn't take it out, it doesn't, so we... Oh, I missed. Okay, no worries anyway. Sableye there going for the knockoff on Lucky. Won't do too much damage. I'm going to go for a Dragon Rush into Sableye this time. Sableye goes for the Fake Out, which is pointless. Force Palm will take down that Onix. So down it goes, and how much do we get? 493 XP. And we connect to the Dragon Rush into the Sableye. I don't think it'll give us that much XP when we finally knock it out, but goes for the Detect annoyingly, so he'll get the double protect on both of our attacks. I'm just going to go for the Dragon Rage to finish it up. Goes for Shadow Sneak on Lucario. It's not very effective, no surprises there. Lucario connects with the Metal Claw and takes down the Sableye. That's fine by us. We gain 434 XP. And let's grab this item. What is it? A Dusk Ball. Okay, it's quite cool. This used to be a fairly thriving ore mine once upon a time. I guess the steel ore's played out now. There's only Pokemon here now. I don't know who they had doing the text checking on this game, but some of it is awful. Like now. They needed somebody to actually go through and check exactly what they told everyone to say, unfortunately. But anyway, we've got a Nose Pass and a Graveler up here. Both of these will probably go down to a Surf, so I'm just going to hit with that. Surf. So let's just see how much that does. He goes for the Force Palm into the Graveler. I'd rather that Force Palm went into the Nose Pass, but let's see how much damage this Surf does anyway. So Lucario, you're just going to have to soak it up. And we get a critical hit on Lucario. That's completely pointless. We hit the Nose Pass. I don't think it'll take it down. It doesn't. but we get 1005 XP from that. Your Thunder Waves the Lucario, that's fine. So because it's 9 to Lucky, that's what we that's all we care about. Although Lucky, I think, does have Shed Skins, so out comes a Rhyhorn. We're just gonna go for an Aqua Tail. I believe I don't want to get paralysed, so I'm just gonna Aqua Tail this this Nose Pass out of the way. I don't want it to use another Thunder Wave. Sounded like it burped then. So the Rhyhorn is going for the Scary Face into Dragonair, unfortunately, into Lucky. And Lucario does connect with the Force Palm. Let's see how much damage it does. So it takes it down to around about, well, a sliver of HP, let's say. An Onyx comes out now. So let's go for another Surf here. Quick attack into the Rhyhorn. I don't know why he did that. It wasn't ever going to take it out. Onyx goes for the Sandstorm. So that will boost. Actually, does it? I don't remember whether it boosts special defense of them in this game or not. Anyway, that Surf takes down the Onyx. Hits Lucario. Doesn't do too much damage. And takes down the Rhyhorn with a critical hit on a sliver of HP. The most pointless critical hit of the match so far. Actually, no. Not the most pointless one, because the most pointless one was when we hit Lucario with a critical hit. What was the point in that? Anyway, we get buffered by the Sandstorm, and he's going to send in a Steelix. So let's go for a Aqua Tail into Steelix. See how much it does. I need to know this for the gym. It is still super effective. I thought Steel resisted. Steel resisted water. Apparently not. So that's nice to know. That we can hit this Steelix, the Steelix in the gym for super effective damage. Probably should have just gone for the Surf, but at this point, it doesn't make too much of a difference. Let's just go for the Dragon Rage. That'll take it down. Goes for another Rock Polish, so he's going for the massive amounts of setup with a sliver of HP left. Completely pointless. Should have just gone for the attack there, but we connect with our Dragon Rage, and we take down that Steelix, and down it goes. How much do we get? Probably a lot. 1,428. And Lucky has got to level 37, so she's actually caught up with the rest of the squad at this point. But we are going to be trading all of our Pokemon to level 40. Got some fighting type traders coming up here. So I'll probably swap Glinda out front for that, because there's not going to be many opportunities for Glinda to actually battle in this cave. Against these Golbats, let's just go for a Dragon Rush. He's going for the Metal Claw into the one that I'm not attacking, and does just over half. And we're going to connect with the Dragon Rush. And how much do? We do just over half as well. So that's good. We've got them both within KO range. But here comes a Confuse Ray through onto Dragonair, unfortunately. So Lucky is unfortunately confused, but hopefully we can push through it and hit that Golbat again. So he's gone for a Metal Claw into the other Golbat this time. Probably the best move for him to do, just in case he got a high roll on that other one. Anyway, Lucky is confused. Let's see. And unfortunately, she hurts herself in confusion. Golbat is going for a Confuse Ray onto Lucario. So Golbat is just going for those confusion hacks, waiting for us to hopefully hurt ourselves to death. Lucario is confused. Connects with the Metal Claw regardless. So this should take down this Golbat. And down it goes. So we don't need to worry about Lucky hurting herself anymore. Again, another 757 XP. And let's put Glinda out front. So let's come and take these two here on. I'll pile the Fear of Fists into you, all karate style, punk. Beating you would be my 100th straight win. Here's to a fun battle. Here's to your I'm going to break your 100 win streak. Oh, I feel bad, but at the same time, no, I don't. So, who should I go into first? Who presents more of a threat? I'm going to go into the Medicham. If Lucario's got any sense about him, he'll go for a Bone Rush into the Toxicroak, which he doesn't. He goes for a Metal Claw into it. Got a critical hit, so can't really complain about that. That was a cheeky combination. Swagger and Psycho. but it looked like they put it into Glinda, so luckily it missed. And down goes Toxicroak. Glinda hits level 38, connects with Fly on this Medicham and should take it down. So down goes Medicham. And how much do we get? We gain 1,245 XP and defeat Black Belt Kendall and Battle Girl Tyler with their cheeky swagger psych-up combo. But regardless, let's have a look. I'm not going to keep Glinda out front, obviously. This controller, sometimes it doesn't take. Sometimes it's really not very sensitive. Sometimes it's overly sensitive. It gets rather annoying. Let's put Lucky out front for now. We do want to be training. We do want to train Gamora up as well, but I don't know how well she'll do in the cave, to be honest. She hasn't got any moves that are going to be very effective against the Pokemon that you find here, so we'll just have to wait and see. For now, though, let's go for a Dragon Rush into the Golbat. He's going for a Force Palm into the Mawile, so that should knock it out. Down it goes. So down goes Mawile. We gain 448 XP. Golbat's going for Confuse Ray into Lucario this time. So that's okay by us. Means that we don't have to try and beat Confusion to get our first hit in with Dragon Rush. And if he does go for another Confusion, then hopefully it either misses or we manage to push through it. Lucario manages to come through regardless. This Metal Claw will take down that Golbat. I am 100% on that. And he gets the the attack raise. Not that he needed it. Look, he gains another 806 XP. So let's come down here. I'm going to go and pick up that item up the top here. What do we find this time? A Steelix and a Graveler. Okay. So I am going to go for the Surf here, as I think I want to see how much a Surf will do to a Steelix. Though he will probably go for the Force Palm. Okay, he's going into the Graveler. That's good. I wanted to have a look and see how much a Surf does against the Steelix. So that Graveler got very lucky there. Just survived. But our Surf connects. It does a little bit of damage to Lucario. How much does it do to Steelix? Just over half. Just over half. And we take down the Graveler as well. Gain 631 XP. Steelix goes for Slam against Lucky. Doesn't do too much damage. We're just going to go for another Surf here. But this Force Palm is coming through, connects, and should take it down. Oh, it survives. It just survives. So this Surf will actually take it down, which is nice. So we do hit the Lucario again for a little bit of damage, but down goes Steelix to our Surf, and we gain 952 XP. And Lucky hits level 38. So now that I'm thinking about it, let's quickly switch. Where's Gamora? There she is. Let's switch Gamora out front. And let's see what this item here is. It's an Ultra Ball. That's nice. Replenishing our stock. We did throw a few to catch both Lucky and our attempt at capturing an Onix. But here we go. 2 Onix to fight. He's going to send out Lucario again. Obviously, we've got Gamora out. And we're going to go for... Let's go for a Dark Pulse. Let's go into that one. Okay, luckily I've managed to predict right, and he is going for the same one. So, might not take it down, but hopefully, against the paralysis, hopefully the Dark Pulse will come through and take it down. Rock Tomb there, onto Lucario. I think it only hits Lucario. Let's wait and see. Yeah, it does. So the Dark Pulse connects with that Onix, and down it goes. So how much do we get? 493 XP, which is a nice amount. And then... let's go for another Dark Pulse. Onix goes for a Rock Polish here. Hopefully he goes for the Force Palm again. And we can connect with this Dark Pulse to take down the Onix. Let's see. Okay, so Dark Pulse may not take it down this time. It has... okay, no, it does. I was going to say it has got a decent amount of... I think it's got a decent amount of special defense. I might be wrong on that. I know it's got... not that way. I know it's got really good... defense. There is definitely something down here, right? How is there not an item in there? Anyway, let's come back around this way. Go and take on those cool traders up here. A Golbat and a Graveler. Okay, so hopefully he decides to take care of the Graveler. I am going to go for a Rock Slide myself. in the hope of taking out the Golbat. So he does connect with the Force Palm. It won't take it down, but it might put it within range that my Rock Slide will take it down. He goes for the mean look on the Lucario, which is fine. Lucario can't switch out anyway. And we do connect with the Rock Slide. And how much damage do? We don't quite take out the Golbat, and we don't quite take out the Graveler. And Graveler's gone for Earthquake, which is a bit of a scary one, because it will hit for super effective on Gamora. So fingers crossed here. Please, Gamora. Yes. I was worried then. I did think Gamora might go down, but I'm going to go for a Hyper Potion here on Gamora. I don't want to take any risks, such as Lucario missing its Force Palm, which will hopefully connect with the Graveler. Why are you going for Quick Attack onto the Golbat? So we're going to have to hope against hope again that Gamora doesn't go down to this Earthquake, because his Lucario is an idiot and goes for a Quick Attack on the Golbat, which isn't the threat. Down goes Lucario. Come on, Gamora, you survived it once, you can survive it again. She does manage to survive there. What do I do here? I think my best bet's to go into Glinda and hope that he doesn't go for a rock type move, as Earthquake won't affect us, and we can finish him up quickly with a Steel Wing. We also get the attack drop, so that'll help. It goes for a Confused Ray into Staraptor, unfortunately. So Glinda becomes confused. Gravel goes for self-destruct. I've got a feeling Glinda's going down here. Please, come on! Come on! Come on, Glinda! Yes! Woo! I did think Glinda was going down there. I was worried. Oh. Anyway, Glinda manages to survive. Gamora and Glinda each gain 403 and 315 XP for the knockouts. And Riley will heal all of our Pokemon back up to full health, luckily. So who's up next? 2 Steelix. Not too sure that I want to be taking on 2 Steelix, to be honest with you. But let's go for it. Let's go for it. Straight into the Steelix here. He's going for the Force Palm into it. And we're going to go for the Dark Pulse into it at the same time. Hopefully it does a... Okay. Dragon Breath connect with Pupitar. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. No, it doesn't. But it does get the paralysis, which is annoying. Okay, so they're both doubling into me. Well, let's go for another Dark Pulse into that Steelix. I'm going to hope... I was going to say, I'm going to hope that he thinks sensibly and goes for the one that is almost dead. But, of course, the AI on this game isn't exactly the most intelligent. And so he goes for the fully healthy one, rather than prioritising. So we've got 3 paralysed Pokemon here now. Dark Pulse does connect with that Steelix. It'll do another little bit of chip damage, so a Force Palm should take down that Steelix. Hopefully he goes for it. Yes, he does. And he takes down the first of the Steelix, which is nice. Means it's out of the way at last. It should have been gone 2 turns ago, but what can you say? Gamora finally gets enough to get to level 38, so we can actually switch her back out, which is nice, because it's not particularly fun using Gamora at the minute. As she has a lot of weaknesses to a lot of the Pokemon in this cave. Well, the ones that carry Earthquake, she has a weakness to anyway. Force Palm connects with the Steelix. Dark Pulse connects with the Steelix. Hopefully, it does enough. It doesn't. It just leaves it alive. But regardless, he will take Lucario. Oh, okay, I was going to say Lucario should take it out here. Let's go for payback. Won't do too much damage, but it's on a sliver anyway, so it doesn't make a difference to me. And down goes Steelix. We gain 952 more XP. And let's carry on round here. What can we find? I think I've already been up here, but I haven't got a clue. I can never remember what this, what the layout is of this cave. So you're gonna have to bear with me whilst I struggle to get through it. It might take 2 or 3 episodes at this rate. So 2 onyxes. Let's go for a dark pulse into the closer one. Into the far one, actually, isn't it? He goes for a force palm into that onyx and he gets a critical hit, luckily, and takes it down. So the first of them goes down. We gain 493. The second, the onyx goes for the sandstorm, but it won't affect any of us. So dark pulse does connect. And let's see how much it does. Not too much. About what, 2/5. But hopefully, okay, he's going for a metal claw. I was going to say, hopefully he goes for an attack that is super effective. And we won't need to worry too much. And in fact, it does enough damage and takes it down. We gain 493 more XP points. Stumbling over my words yet again. A Skarmory. Oh, we could have caught a Skarmory here. That would have been really nice. That would have been really cool to have. Graveler out again. Not a big fan of it, so let's just Dark Pulse into it and hope that he thinks to Force Palm. Okay, he does. He Force Palms into the Graveler, so hopefully it takes it low enough that a Dark Pulse... It gets the Paralysis as well. Hopefully this Dark Pulse will take it out. It does hit for neutral damage, so we'll have to wait and see. And it does, so we don't need to worry about those Earthquakes anymore. Gamora gains 631 XP. Let's go for a Rock Slide straight into that Skarmory. He's going for the Force Palm into it, which will hit for neutral. And he picks up a second Paralysis with it. Skarmory's paralysed, and we connect with our Rock Slide. So let's see how much damage we do. An okay amount, you know. It's an alright amount, so let's just go for another Rock Slide here. Force Palm into it, takes it down to within knockout range, and if this Rock Slide does connect, that Skarmory is going down. So down goes Skarmory. How much do we get? 792 XP. I'm going to keep Gamora out front. I know I said I didn't want to because she's not very fun to use. Ooh, a magnet. That reminds me, actually. Have I got any more of the plates? Let's see. I know I picked up like the fighting plate, fist plate. Have I picked up any others? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, let's give the magnet to Edison. What else have I got that I could give to people? Dragon Fang, you know. Let's give that to Lucky. King's Rock. You know what, Gamora? Dark Pulse could flinch, so you can have that. And have we got anything else? I don't think there's... no, that's no good. That's no good. Poison Barb. That's not really very good. Grip Claw's no good. Soothe Bell is no good. Okay, so we don't... The only Pokemon that we don't have a hold item for is, unfortunately, Shell Shock. So let's carry on up around here. Hopefully we can find something for her. For him, even. Something like a Soft Sand would be nice, or a Miracle Seed. Out come Graveler and Mawile. We're going to battle them with our Lucario and our Gamora. So I'm worried about the Graveler more than the Mawile, and hopefully he's got similar opinions and goes for the Graveler. But we'll have to wait and see. He doesn't. He goes for the Mawile instead, which is a poor choice from him. We do connect with the Dark Pulse, hit into the Graveler. It won't do too much damage. I was hoping that we could do enough. Okay, it doesn't matter. He goes for the Rock Blast anyway. I was going to say, I was hoping I could do enough with Dark Pulse in it and put it within KO range. But let's go for another Dark Pulse here. Why have you gone for a quick attack? Honestly, the AI on this game is ridiculous. If he had any sense, he would have just knocked out the Graveler, because my Dark Pulse would have taken out that Mawile. Anyway, I get a critical hit, so that's lucky. Down goes the Graveler. We gain 631 more XP points. Let's come down here. Oh. We've got an Onyx and a Graveler. So once more, Lucario and Gamora come out. And we're going to go for a Dark Pulse into the Graveler. Hopefully he doesn't go for the Graveler. He goes for the Onyx. And doesn't do too much damage. Oh, I say doesn't do too much damage. Doesn't do enough damage, I should say. We do hit with the Dark Pulse into the Graveler and take it down to just below half, so that's quite nice. The Graveler itself is going for self-destruct. I'm not so worried anymore because both Lucario, Gamora, and Gamora will resist it. Gamora should eat this up. There we go. That was easy. And down goes the Onyx as well, so that saved us another round of attacks. So Onyx goes down and Graveler goes down. How much do we get? 493 and Gamora hits level 39 and an additional 631. So let's switch. In fact, you know what? I'm going to keep Gamora out front until she hits level 40 and then I won't have to use her again. I'm not sure I want to take on any trainers with Gamora out front is all. I am worried that that a hit might come through. An Earthquake or something if I go and take on a trainer. So I'm just going to go for the Graveler here. He goes for the Graveler as well. We're doubling into it to take it down. The Graveler is in easy easy knockout range here. So our Dark Pulse does come through and it does connect. That Graveler should be going down. Which it does. So down goes Graveler. Gamora gains 631 XP. The Sandstorm that Onyx whipped up is raging on. Let's go for a Dark Pulse into the Onyx this time. Force Palm connects with Onyx. How much does it do? Just enough to put it within guaranteed KO range. Although, I think I could have probably done around about half HP to it. He does go for the Rock Slide onto Gamora, which drops our speed, but we're not too fussed about that. We connect with our Dark Pulse and down goes Onyx. So let's see, how much do we get here? 493. Pardon? 493 XP. And we're going to come around here. We're going to go and get that item. These two cool trainers here. I might be alright taking them on with Gamora. I'm not sure. If we get to it, yeah, we're going to try it. Let's see. What's he got? If we were to battle, your Pokemon become tougher. Likewise, my Pokemon would also become tougher. It's all good. This calls for a battle. Sorry that I keep scratching my nose, by the way. I don't know what's going on. It's been raining this morning, kicking pollen up off the trees. It's set off my hay fever a bit. Makes the end of my nose very, very itchy. So Quagsire and a Lopunny. So I'm kind of scared of that Quagsire, to be honest with you. Gamora won't do very well against these. So let's switch out into Shell Shock. You know, I think Shell Shock will do well here. Quagsire, he can hit for 4 times super effective with Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf will also connect with Lopunny and do a bit of damage. But he goes for the Force Palm anyway. And this might take down Lopunny. It does. So down it goes. And how much do we get? 724 on Gamora and 724 on Shell Shock. The Quagsire is going for a Mud Bomb into Lucario, which will be super effective. And do around about 5/8. No, 3/8 damage even. So we're going to go for, as I mentioned, the Razor Leaf here. He's going for a Metal Claw into the Medicham, which is fine with us. High Jump Kick connects with the Lucario. They are doubling into Lucario, which is quite scary. It means that I'm now going to be able to fight a double battle with a single Pokemon. Well, let's see. We connect with the Razor Leaf, and hopefully the Quagsire goes down here. That would be... it does. We get the critical hit. So let's see what comes out next. We gain 513 XP on each. He sends out a Staraptor. So that is a bit of an issue. I'm not really sure what I could do here. Oh, this is a tricky one. Edison, you're going to have to come out. This is going to be a very difficult battle. I have a feeling that we could well lose a Pokemon here. The Aerial Ace isn't going to be very effective. Medicham's going to go for the High Jump Kick. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. Well, that did a lot more than I was hoping it would. I'm going to have to go for the Hyper Potion here. I got a feeling I am going to lose something here, unfortunately. Staraptor goes for the takedown. If Medicham connects with a high jump kick here, we are going to lose. Oh, thank gosh, it didn't, and it knocks itself out. We gain 573 XP. What's he going to send in? A Curlier. You know... I haven't got a clue what I can do here, you know? That Staraptor's the real issue because it does more damage to me than I can heal off, and I'm going to assume that it's probably faster than Edison as well. Let's have a look. Edison's speed is at 66 and Gerlinda's is at 91, so it's blisteringly fast. Let's go for another HP restore. Let's hope that it doesn't go for a... hope that either it doesn't go for a takedown or... Well, let's see. It goes for the close combat. Which actually leaves us in a better position, I believe. Apart from the fact that this Curlier will probably go for something that's scary. It goes for a Calm Mind here. Have we got any battle items that I can set up with? Just a dire hit. So I'm going to have to hope that this Spark can take down Staraptor. It does connect with this takedown, unfortunately. So this might be the end of Edison, please. Edison survives. We connect with the Spark. But this Curlier may well get the knockout here. I really hope not. Please. We take down the Staraptor. Hopefully it goes for another Calm Mind. Please go for another Calm Mind. It does go for another Calm Mind. So now that it's setting up, we can luckily get out of there. So he's going to send in a Hippopotas. We're definitely getting out of there. We might not be getting out of it. Oh, okay. Oh! So it doesn't damage us the turn that it comes out. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Oh dear. So, what has our highest special defense? Shell Shock has the highest special defense, so we can probably take out Hippopotas quite quickly. So, Shell Shock, come back in and do your thing, hopefully. So let's see how much this Psychic does. It's a double Calm Mind Psychic. It was a critical hit as well. Of course it was a critical hit as well. Takedown coming through here. Oh, Shell Shock just surviving. And we won't take the Sandstorm damage because we're part ground. Oh. So I'm going to have to use another Hyper Potion here. It was only because that Psychic was a critical hit that we struggled there. Let's see. Goes for another Psychic. How did they get a critical hit 2 times in a row? Ah! This stupid game. This game just wants me to lose. The RNG absolutely hates me. This episode is going to be This episode is going to be so long. Oh. So we managed to heal up again. Curlier's going for Magical Leaf here instead. That's fine. I thought we'd have resisted it, but we don't. Hippopotas goes for the takedown. Let's go. Okay, so we've finally managed to survive a hit long enough. Luckily, because otherwise we'd be screwed. Anyway, let's go for an Earthquake here, and let's see how much this does. Hopefully it's enough to take down that Curlier. I know it doesn't have the greatest defense, and this Shell Shock has a large amount of attack, and down goes that Curlier. Yes. And how much do we do to this Hippopotas? A decent amount. The Hippopotas is on the verge of death. I don't know what they're going to send out next, but why? What is with these critical hits? Okay, that is the last Pokemon. We have survived somehow. without taking a loss. A double battle against a single Pokemon. Lots of switching, lots of healing, but we have made it without a single loss. Probably the toughest battle we have been through yet. Oh, my heart is racing. So let's save up here, because that is the end of the episode. We're going to end on that absolute bombshell. That fantastic battle. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, then do think about supporting this channel. Hit that subscribe button, leave a like and a comment. I haven't asked the question of the day. I do apologise about that. My question of the day is, I asked, what is your favourite water type? So let's go through all of the types, or well, not all of them. Let's go through the 3 starter types. What is your favourite grass type Pokemon? Myself, it's a bit of a I don't know whether it's controversial or not, but my favourite has to be Tangrowth. I do really like it. I don't know why. It's a bit of a weird design. It's kooky. It's out there. I've used it in one playthrough, and I really enjoyed playing with it. It's not a great Pokemon, but it's fun to play with. That's all I can say. So what is your favourite grass-type Pokemon? Regardless, as I said, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, then do think about actually having a look at the other Nuzlocke that I've done, the Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green one. A link will be at the end of the video. Or if you like Pokemon TCG, check out some of the videos that I've been doing on that. I've just recently done a Guardian Rising set review, so that video is up. Obviously, that's all opinion. I might be completely wrong. Who knows? But anyway, I'm ProfessorOaksAide. Just remember, guys, keep on trading.